Yo, Screamer launches on the 26th of March 2026 and it will be coming to the PlayStation 5, Xbox Series X and S and PC, blending arcade combat racing with heavy 90s anime vibes, vehicle abilities and a strong narrative focus. But with multiple digital and physical editions, early access, cosmetics, comics, steelbooks and a £180 collector's edition, the real question is simple. Which edition gives you what actually matters and which one you can safely ignore? Let's dive into the editions. First up, we've got Screamer Digital Standard Edition, which is currently priced at £59.99 or $59.99. What you get with this edition is the full base game and the Chrome Style Pack, which includes 15 Chrome libraries if you do decide to pre-order the game. This edition is what I describe as the pure gameplay package. You get all tracks, all modes, online split screen, team races, override modes, and you also get all drivers, vehicles, and abilities earned through play. The Chrome Style Pack is cosmetic only, even though it is a really nice pre-order bonus, but there is something worth pointing out that there is no performance boost, no unlock shortcuts, or no progression advantages. So who is the standard edition for? I will say that this edition is definitely for players who care about racing feel and combat mechanics, compared with players who don't care about all of the cosmetic stuffs, and potentially anyone who wants to maybe wait for reviews without FOMO. In my humble opinion, this is the default recommendation for most players. Next on this is Screamer Digital Deluxe Edition, which is currently priced at £69.99 or $69.99. Now, what you get on top of the standard edition with the Digital Deluxe Edition is 3 days early access, so you can start playing as early as the 23rd of March 2026. And you also get 5 team customization packs, and you get the Chrome Style Pack for those who do decide to pre-order this edition. And you also get the Iridescent Style Pack, which includes 15 extra colors. One thing worth noting is that everything here is cosmetic or convenience based. Team packs change visuals, not handling or abilities. Customizations are disabled in tournament mode, and early access only really matters if you must play before launch. Now, what I will say is that this edition does not include unlock exclusive gameplay content, it doesn't provide competitive advantages, and it doesn't change how Screamer actually plays. So who is the Digital Deluxe Edition for? I will say that this edition is definitely geared towards players who love visual customization. I would also say that it is intended for content creators and die-hard fans, and anyone already locked in a day one purchase. So I will say, all in all, this definitely includes some really nice extras. They are not required for gameplay focused players, but definitely worth a consideration if you do feel like this edition is more geared towards you. Next on this, we have the Screamer Physical Standard Edition, which is currently priced at £50.99, but you could potentially shop around to get it slightly cheaper. That's the cheapest that I've seen it going for. But what's basically included in this edition is the base game on disc, and that's pretty much it. And honestly, from my humble opinion, that's actually fine. Who is this edition for? I would say that the Physical Standard Edition is definitely geared towards physical collectors who just want the game physically, or players hunting retailer discounts, or anyone avoiding deluxe pricing. Overall, I will say that this edition is great value if you want physical and can grab it cheap. Next on this is the Screamer Day 1 Edition, which is also a physical edition, and this is currently priced at £59.99. What you get in this edition is the base game physically, and you get the Chrome Style Pack and the Iridescent Style Pack, and you also get the digital comic book entitled Lost. In terms of the comic specifically, Lost adds lore around Naburu Satu and also Kagawi Kai. Now, it's definitely good world building, but not required to understand the story. So who is the Day 1 Edition for? Yet again, I will say that this is for people who definitely do want the physical version of the game, or players who want extra narrative flavor, or fans who like lore without premium pricing. I would say, all in all, this is definitely worth it only if the comic interests you. Next up, we've got the Screamer Echo Edition, which is also a physical edition, and this is currently priced at £69.99. What you get with this edition is the base game. You also get a cool looking steelbook case, and you get the digital comic book by the name of Lost as well, which we mentioned for the previous edition, and you also get the digital deluxe upgrade, which is including all of the cosmetics and early access bonuses that we read out earlier. So in terms of this one, I will say the reality check still kicks in here. Gameplay wise, this is the digital Deluxe on a disc. Now, who is this edition for? I will say that this is definitely geared towards Steelbook collectors or physical media fans who also want deluxe cosmetics. So I would say all in all, buy this definitely for the Steelbook, not for the value. Next up, we've got the Screamer Collector's Edition, which is currently priced at £179.99. Now, what you get in this edition is the base game physically, you get the premium Steelbook, you also get the Hiroshi figurine, which is around 10 centimeters in size. You also get the Shadow Alpha car model, which is around 30 centimeters in size, and you get the plush keychain, the stickers and art cards, and the printed comic book, and not forgetting all of the digital deluxe cosmetic packs and the themed collector's box. Definitely a stacked collector's edition. But a question worth answering is the collector's edition worth £110 more than the deluxe edition? For a short answer, I would say for players, no, and maybe for collectors, possibly yes. You're paying that extra £110 for a large display ready car model, a character figurine, physical memorabilia, and shelf presents. You're basically not getting extra gameplay, exclusive modes, or mechanical advantages. So in my humble opinion, for those of you who are planning to just race, compete, and move on, I would say maybe consider saving your money. If you want a centerpiece collectible you'll display long term, then that's definitely where the value lies, and I would say that this edition certainly will be geared towards you. So now that we've broken down all of the various editions, should you actually consider pre-ordering Screamer? Here's my honest opinion. I will say that the pre-order bonuses are cosmetic and the early access is pretty much optional. Screamer, in my humble opinion, will live or die on vehicle combat balance, track variety, online stability, long-term depth of the ecosystem. None of that is guaranteed by pre-ordering, so I will say pre-order only if you trust Milestone's arcade racers, you want early access or cosmetics, or you already know you're buying this game day one anyway, so obviously in that instance pre-ordering will make sense because you do get additional bonuses. I will humbly say wait if you care about online balance, you want performance reviews, or you want to see how combat racing really holds up. There's no gameplay penalty for waiting, and nowadays that's something that I'm trying to advise a little bit more, because a lot of the times we do lock in pre-orders and then maybe potentially regret our decision further down the line. So with the pre-order question out of the way, the $1 million question is, which edition should you buy? I will say, in my humble opinion, the best edition is definitely either the physical standard edition or the digital standard edition. This edition has everything that matters. There's no fluff. It is certainly the best value. I would say consider the digital deluxe edition only if cosmetics and early access matters to you as a player. And I would say the day one edition is one of those ones that if you are interested in the comics specifically and you want that extra lore, then that's when you should consider maybe picking up that specific edition as well. I would personally say maybe consider skipping the collector's edition. Even though it has amazing memorabilia, there is zero gameplay value unless you are a die-hard collector. All in all, I will say Screamer is ultimately an arcade combat racer. Skill, track knowledge, and mastering echo mechanics matter, not liveries or figurines. If you want to race, fight, and compete, Standard Edition, in my humble opinion, is the smart choice. Everything else is definitely optional flair. Anyway, peeps, do let me know in the comments below as to what you think of this specific game. Is this a game that you will be picking up on day one? I absolutely love the trailers. I love the art style about this game. So this is definitely a major game that's on my radar this year that I have to pick up. As always, if you did enjoy this very quick urban gameplay video, be sure to hit the like button, do hit that subscribe button if you haven't done so before, and until next video, we definitely say peace out, peeps.
リツコも言いたいことある？リツコ？
A Screamer tournament is about to be announced, held by a Mr. A. Consider this your personal invitation.
Burn alive, you piece of shit!